Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Spiritual Guidance. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic on negativity. A lot of people do not understand the core understanding of negativity, how it comes from, how it affects on us on daily basis. So I thought I'll prepare a video which would give you a little bit of relevant information how we are affected by negativity on daily basis. So before I start this video, I would request you to please like, subscribe my channel, and if you have any questions or queries, you can always write in the comment box and I'll try to answer those questions. So let's start. So what is negativity? Negativity is a state of mind in which causes various type of emotions to us, such as depression, anxiety, sleep disorder, anger, etc., etc. Now, negativity is also responsible for people to go into an addiction to. Sometimes people get addicted to food, then they become overweight. Sometimes they go into addiction of smoking, cigarettes, and drinking alcohol, drugs. Um, Sometimes people become more emotional sensitive. Emotional sensitive in the sense like when someone is going through the phase of negativity in their life, then every time they'll come in contact with people, they will take everything personally. Even in a normal conversation, they'll take everything personally, which will cause them into go into a emotional state of mind of depression or anxiety or anger or sleep disorder, whatever. This is negativity is also responsible for making people stuck in loop of thoughts. Now, loop of thoughts, which I describe, is a state of mind where you're going through the same thought again and again and again. So even though you will stop thinking about that particular thought, after a few minutes or after a trigger or any other conversation with someone else, that the previous thought which where you were stuck in will come back again and it will disturb you again and again. Okay. So to understand what negativity is, we need to understand how a human brain works. So what is the function of human brain? The function of human brain, the physical function of human brain, is to control the function of heart, breathing, and consciousness. So that is a physical function. Now when we talk about other functions, so there is physical, there is spiritual, there is intellectual, other functions as well. So another function is that brain is responsible for processing, integrating, and coordinating the information. So everything you see, you hear, you use your five senses. Those five senses, like you see through your eyes, you got nose, you got skin, you feel things, you hear things, you taste from your mouth. So we use these five senses uh, to receive information. That information goes to your brain, then your brain coordinates and the entire information received, it will process the information, integrate it and coordinate it, and then it will give you the instructions to the rest of the body. So that how every body works. But the main functions, the other very important function which is related to negativity, is that the brain generates and receives thoughts. Now you might have experienced it as well, that uh, you're generating thoughts. That's a normal process of a brain, but you receive thoughts even when someone has not spoken to you, haven't said anything to you. Just standing there, you can sense what they are thinking or what they're about to say to you. So the moment the other person is thinking that particular thought in their mind, you might feel it in a way, in a different manner. So that's what I call receiving thoughts. Okay. Generates and reacts to positivity or negativity. Now, it's a brain, it's a senses within our body that we We generate positivity and negativity, but we react to positivity or negativity, or we generate positivity and negativity. We generate as well both of these uh, energies, positive and negative, and we react to these two type of energies as well. So you might have felt it like when you meet a certain person, even though you have never met them before, but just by talking to them, you'll start feeling really happy and very light and very bright. It's because that person might be generating a lot of positivity, and then you are affected by that positivity, that it is bringing all those good thoughts inside your brain, good sense of feeling. And sometimes you might stand to a person and then you'll feel like really sad, really upset, really down, drained in complete in your energy, complete energy. So it's because that person is generating a lot of negativity and you are positive. So what happens is, when you are positive and someone is negative, so energy flows from positive to negative and negative to positive. So that's why it is very important that you select your friends and families, and not family, families are always there, family is always there. But when you speak to someone and you feel like that person is really negative, you need to cut the conversation, and you need to get out of that conversation and get away from that person as soon as you can. Otherwise, what will happen is, your positivity, if you are very positive but the person who is talking to you is twice as negative as you're positive, you'll become negative, because his negativity will overtake your positivity, and then effect because of that effect, you will go negative. You will start having um, very bad thoughts and negative thoughts. When you get away from that conversation, it will still affect you until you get rid of that negativity. um, So how does negativity occur? So sometimes it's because emotional failure in relationship. Now, the reason why I call it emotional failure is that the way we behave, we react to different type of situations is because of our emotional capability. So every person have a different emotional capability. So some people would be affected by emotions on a different level than others, right? Now, how does this emotional failure happens in a relationship? Now, when I'm talking about relationship, I'm not just talking about relationship with you and your between you and your partner. It could be a relationship between you and your family members, like brother, sisters, mother, father, between your friends. Um, it could be between your work colleagues within office. So all these failures, sometimes because of disagreement, because of argument, because of conflict, because of jealousy, because of cheating. So all these factors, they contribute to for you to generate negativity. Okay. Second aspect of negativity, how does it occur, is when you're exposed to negative environment like social places. Some people feel that they feel positive in nightclubs when they go to the nightclubs or social events and stuff like that, but it's not in general. It's a very negative environment usually. Usually it's very negative environment. You don't feel bright when you go to the nightclubs. You are drained after that. You don't feel generated. You don't feel completely fulfilled. um, it's a place where you go to get drained out. So it doesn't matter how much positivity you have. A lot of people who are very sensitive to the energies, they will never go to places like that, because they know the moment they'll go there, they'll be drained out. All right. Drugs addicts. So if you go to a house where people are, all of them are drugs addict, it is very, very, very common thing that you will feel that you are drained out completely. Or a house which is not cleaned on regular basis. If it is a very dirty, very unclean, very unhealthy house, that is full of negativity as well. Then other places are like, if you go to a haunted place, if you know that the place is haunted, please, please, please don't go there. You have no idea what you're fighting with. So it's I'm not talking or promoting uh, people to believe in spiritual, in the ghost and devils and evils. All I'm saying is it's negativity. It's the energy which is gonna affect you on a very very big scale. Okay, and haunted houses, places, and cemeteries, etc. Now, the third aspect, which is very important, is when you're exposed to a negative person. So, people who carries very evil thoughts or harmful thoughts for other people, they tend to develop more or generate more negative more negativity compared to normal people. People who are bullies, people who bully other people, they generate a lot of negativity. And depressed person, psychic vampires. Psychic vampires are the people who feed on other people energy. Okay, so there are documentaries out there on YouTube which will give you a very good understanding about psychic vampires if you are looking for that particular information. But yes, it is true. Some people feed on other people's energy, so that's why you might find that you are, and it's not that they do it purposely, but it's how their body and their whole mechanism of the body and brain works. They'll just stand next to you even though they are not talking to you. You will feel like you're drained out completely. You'll feel really tired. You want to go to bed. You have no energy left anymore, and it's because there was someone in a group or somewhere who was feeding on your energy and you had no idea how.